specialize in professional branding and self-marketing.
All right, step 1, update your resume and your LinkedIn profile. And also, can you explain to our viewers what is a LinkedIn profile?
Absolutely, Rochelle. So just to start off, a LinkedIn profile is a social media platform that is geared towards connecting job seekers to employers or recruiters. So it's kind of similar to Facebook per se. However, instead of posting what you did the past weekend or the vacation you went on, please try to keep it professional and make sure that the only information you share is job related. Okay, so your target audience on LinkedIn are employers, job recruiters, or headhunters. Keep that in mind. Now, when it comes to your LinkedIn profile as well, you are going to include your skills set that you wrote in your resume onto your LinkedIn profile. There's a certain section on LinkedIn that recruiters and job or employers look at carefully, and that is your About section. So your About section is just a way to introduce yourself professionally. For example, you want to talk about who you are as a professional. So we'll say that you are a new graduate or a new engineering graduate who graduated from University of Toronto. You can also include the things that you specialize in. So one word of advice that I would love to share with you, if you don't get anything else from this presentation, please listen to this. It's very important to target your resume to the required qualifications in the job post. So most search engines, Indeed or Monster.ca, or whatever search engine the employer is using, they use something called the ATS, which stands for Applicant Tracking System. So this is a system, a software that they use to scan your resume and searching for the right keywords. So although you may think you're writing a resume that is talking all about your skills and how you would be the perfect fit for this job, if you're not using the right keywords, unfortunately, your resume will not be recognized, because this is just a simple computer system. It is not intelligent, cannot read between the lines or think about synonyms for a certain word. So it's important to use the keywords. So when it comes to your skills section, whatever you may call it, whether it's skills and qualifications or job or your skills section, remember to target that section of your resume to the required qualification section in the job post. So for example, if they're looking for someone who has experience in accounts receivable and accounts payable, and that if that experience is relevant to you, in your resume, you will write experienced in accounts receivable and accounts payable. As for the resume, so I understand that as a new graduate, you may feel like you don't have enough work experience to put on your resume. However, that's not completely the truth. On your resume, when it comes to writing about your skills or your experiences, your relevant experiences, please keep in mind that you have gone to school for a specific job. You have skills, you've acquired skills through the classes that you've taken. For example, if you are planning to become an engineer, you've taken specific courses geared towards the type of engineer you want to be. You have working knowledge of a certain set of skills that you can use on your resume.
All right, so let's talk about step 2. So you want to get that job. You mentioned that we need to research that company that we are looking to get the job with, and possibly reach out to some of their recruiters to get a better idea of what they're looking for and how you can be an asset to them. So can you explain to us a little bit more what we should be doing?
Great question. So as many of you may know, Indeed.ca is probably the most popular, well-known job search engine out there. So whenever you are applying on Indeed or monster.ca, just keep in mind that you are probably one of 500 applicants for one job. So the labor market is definitely very competitive. So you can go one step further by connecting directly to a job recruiter from the company you're interested in working with on LinkedIn. So for example, what I would do if I am interested in, let's say, working at Google, I would type in Google on LinkedIn. I would connect with their several job recruiters that they have and do a little introductory of myself. Say, hello, my name is Natasha Lawrence. I'm a recent graduate and I would like to work or get a position in this job. Do you have any connections, or are you able, or would you like to speak with me one-on-one to get to know me better?
All right, so step 3, what is an informational interview?
Great question, Michelle. So an informational interview is simply reaching out to a professional who has a job that you would like to obtain one day and asking them simple questions about how did they get into that position, what courses did they have to take, or what pathway did they have to follow. So the informational interview is rarely done. It's not done as often as it should be, but it's very important, especially with new graduates coming into the workforce, because you don't have a lot of work experience and you may not have a lot of knowledge about how it is to actually work a day in the life of whatever profession you want to be. So it's important to connect with a professional in your field. You can ask them a series of questions. A top question I would ask is, what steps did you have to take in order to get to where you are today? Meaning, maybe what courses did you have to take in school? What jobs did you do beforehand? And what hobbies or what skills did you need to acquire to get to where you are today? Another question can be something like, are there any other affiliate programs or community organizations that I can join? And this question will also help you to connect with other professionals within your field. So it's very important to reach out to professionals, ask first if they are able to meet with you for a quick 15 minutes. So you don't want to intrude on anyone's time because everyone is very busy. But just so you know, a lot of professionals, if they see that you're interested in whatever they do, they are willing to meet with you, to speak with you, to help you go through your career journey.
All right, we have much more to learn, but we will get to all of that right after our commercial break.
One of the things I appreciate the most about my experience at Crawford is that you're more than a number. You're actually the part of a family.
I love my time at Crawford because of the family atmosphere.
One of the things that I love about my children attending Crawford Adventist Academy is the fact that they are around excellence all day, every day.
Leadership.
Community.
Spiritual. Safety.
Fabulous.
Love.
Christian.
Awesome.
EnGen TV is put on by the youth of Apple Creek, and that's because we love our community. And we try our best as we can to answer some of those big questions in life, like who is Jesus? If you want to find out, come join us on Saturdays, where we have a wonderful, powerful preacher that will be giving a message that could just change your life. We also offer Bible studies free, and all you have to do is reach out and we'll reach back to you. There's big questions out there, especially during this time of pandemic, and we believe that Jesus has the answer for that. And if you're looking for an answer, reach out. Let us try to help you. Whether you have children, whether they're teens, or you're an adult, there's always a place for you at Apple Creek Seventh-day Adventist Church.
All right, so our last step, I've gone and I've done the interview. I didn't get the job. Now what? Do I throw in the towel?
Absolutely not. So the journey to your career path is rarely ever linear. There are going to be a lot of speed bumps, a lot of detours or dead ends on the way. That's okay. So I encourage you to continue to push forward. If you do get rejections, and you absolutely will get rejected from certain jobs, and that's absolutely normal, continue to push forward, get the skills that you need to get in order to accomplish your goals. But keep in mind that it's also beneficial for you to go to different types of jobs as well. Although it may not be in the field that you're looking at that moment, you can gain so many skills, you can gain so much more people you know added to your network that may one day help you to go to that job that you want. I'll give you an example. A friend of mine, she is looking to become a teacher now. After many, many years of trying short or dead-end jobs, she's finally realized her purpose, and she loves children, she loves to teach. So she's going to go to school to become a teacher at 30, which is absolutely fine. She is still in connection with our grade 8 English teacher from many, many years ago. And because of that connection, that teacher, our grade 8 teacher, is now a principal. So she's able to help my friend to go back to school, connect her with the right people to help her down her career path. Also, during her journey, my friend worked in call center. She's bilingual. So that skill, being bilingual, is going to help her to become a French English teacher when the time it comes. So although you may feel like this job is irrelevant, I don't really need it, I'm just waiting to get my big break, take some time to learn at that job. You will always have a lesson to learn with all experiences. It's very important to focus on your personal development as you focus on your career development. They go hand in hand. So although you are working, you don't want to spend too much time at the office. Take some time for yourself. Develop your skills and your hobbies, your skills outside of work. So for example, if you're interested in athletics, do that marathon you want to do. If you're interested in helping out in the community, there's a lot of volunteer opportunities for you. So please, I see this very often with professionals. It's so easy to get burnt out and forget to care for yourself. So a happy employee is a well-rounded person, not just good at the job, but also good with their family and their friends, happy in their hobbies and their skills. So take time out for yourself to develop yourself, not only your career. It's very important to remember that you are not your job. So work-life balance, it starts right now, right after you finish graduate school or finish your undergrad, when you're entering the work labor. Because as you get older, things add on, you get married, you have a family, you probably own a business, you buy a house, a car. So many things come into your life, and you need to remember that you are not your job. So I would like to leave you all with this one word of advice, is ask for help. I completely understand that being a new graduate can be very overwhelming. We've both been there. When I graduated from university, I just wanted to get a job right away so I can pay back OSAP, okay? So I completely understand the overwhelmed feeling you may be feeling now. You don't know where to start. I've given you some tips. You don't have to do one by one. Just keep them in mind as you progress in your career. Ask for help. Your parents, although may have started working a different time, they have some wisdom to share with you as well. They've been working for probably 30 years before you were born and so on. So they have a lot of experience. Also, try to connect with your schools as well. I know a lot of universities and colleges, they connect with employers in their areas just because they want to help their graduates find jobs after school. It also sounds very good to the media when like 75% of their graduates find employment. So they will definitely try their best to help you as well.
All right, well, thank you, Natasha, for joining us. Let's talk about what you offer outside of what we talked about today. You have something called a blueprint. Can you explain to our viewers what that is?
That's correct. Thank you. So I have created or developed a personal branding blueprint. It's basically a workbook to help guide you through developing your own personal or professional brand to go out into the workforce. So this is for anyone, wherever you are in your career, whether you're a new graduate, whether you are trying to start a different career, or you just want to excel in the career that you're in. This personal branding blueprint will be very effective to help you get started.
All right, and if you want to reach out to Natasha, I have provided her Instagram as well as her email address. You can also read some of her blog to get some more tips on how to get that dream job. Thank you again for joining us.
Thank you for having me. It's an honor.
If you want more tips about credit, debt, budgeting, whatever you are interested in, check out my Instagram page, check out my blog, as well as if you like to check out Pinterest as well. I have some of those things saved there for easier access if you are not on those, if you're not on Instagram. All right, that's all for now. Thanks for joining. See you next time.
Hey everyone, welcome back to EnGen TV. That's Engaged Generation of Youth Changing the World. Wow, time is flying, but I hope you enjoyed today's episode of the Financial Fix-Up. Have a good one, guys.